episode 5
To
of
Souls Me.
How are you guys?
Well, we guys are great. I
Yeah.
know they are because summer is coming. As you can guys
Yeah.
see in our outfits,
The
we're
weather
getting
is so nice
more
now
summery.
here in Toronto. Because
We're in
we've
Toronto.
never said where we are actually.
We haven't.
Yeah, we're in
I
Toronto.
think we said Canada in one episode,
Did we?
but it was just like very like quickly.
Maybe. But yeah, that's where we are, and finally
We are in
it's
Toronto
getting
and it's getting
there.
better.
Yeah. Some
It's
hope.
getting better. It's making us feel so much better. How are you today? Based on like what our conversation last week,
Yeah.
how are you feeling today?
Better. I'm feeling better.
You're feeling better? That's good.
Yes,
I am feeling better too.
Good. Yeah, time has passed. Time enough to deal with
Stuff
yeah.
in life.
In life, yeah. And last week it was more so fresh and new, and all the emotions were in the surface.
Right.
I was like, okay, it subsided a little bit. So I am feeling better. Plus the weather helps for sure.
Conversations, communication,
all
with
of
yourself,
those
with other
things.
people,
Yeah.
allow us to
Yeah.
move forward.
Yes. And you know what? I love meditating.
Mm-hmm.
I love meditating. It's helped me emotionally, mentally so much. And I've been like pushing myself to do it every single day. Because you know what? I function very differently when I don't meditate
You
in
do.
the morning.
You've realized that, right?
Yeah. I function very differently if I don't meditate.
If you
Like
don't
it just
meditate.
it's in the morning though. Like I need to meditate in the morning right before I leave the house. I just need to center myself and like remind myself of who I am, what's important, what's like the lies the mind is telling me.
That's
and
really
let that go.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So you've seen a difference.
Yeah, because I used to do it like during COVID. It became a thing for me every single day. Obviously, I had the time. And then last year, I started waking up at 5:30 in the morning every day, and I did it for months. And the purpose was for me to write and meditate, and I accomplished it. And then I kind of just like
let it go.
And now I don't have time. Like that's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
And so I've made it a point to wake up half an hour earlier than I normally do, just to have that time to meditate.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Kudos to you, Anmita. That's great. That's great.
No, it really helps me.
I'm right now in the moment, which I'm like, I know that I'm not meditating. Like I haven't been prioritizing that as much. But then it'll become like a need. Like I'll see it like my own body will like. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I won't do it like every day exactly as like, oh, I'm planning this. I will do it like when I know that my body is like telling me, Juliana, like stop. Like
even I think you're so good at that.
Yeah, I have that, and I have to give it to my psychologist because she did tell me once. She's like, people have this idea that meditation has to always look like sitting down in a specific time of day, blah, 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 like on your own. She's like, it's literally just the action of breathing and like intentionally and yeah, like intentionally breathing. That's it.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all. I've
like
had,
being aware of it.
And everyone works differently. Like
so you'll see me driving and being like,
yeah,
I'll remember it. Like I'll remember her words and being like, oh, I feel this way, and I'll remember her words and I'll be like, hey, just wait a second.
It's just about the attention, where your attention is. That's really all that meditating is. And everyone works differently. Like I work better with a schedule. Like I do it before I leave.
Me too.
I have to do it before. I
work really well with schedules.
Oh yeah, that's a thing with us.
Yeah.
But there are times, like there are days where I am enlightened and I can transcend and I can feel my soul live. And then there are days where my brain will not shut up and I don't want to sit down and meditate. I don't want to.
Because it's even more.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I know I've had these beautiful moments where I literally like forget who I am. So I know I can get there. And it's like that pressure of like, get back to it, do it right. So I've learned that literally sometimes it's just about sitting down. And if my brain will not allow me to go silent, it's just about 3 deep breaths. without thinking about anything.
That's it.
And that's all I can do today. That's all I'm gonna do.
That's all I'm gonna do today.
Yeah.
Right. I also had like my therapist tell me once, she was like, because I was, what I was feeling is like I was getting myself to do it like daily, like more in a more
scheduled way
and organized way. And then there was a moment where I felt that it was worse. And I was like, she's like, because the more you meditate, also the more you're gonna take on in the world. Like
Very true.
the more that your mind is going to be like so open,
Very
and like
true.
those avenues are gonna be like so free for a lot to come in, and you're gonna feel you. Because I was like, I feel more, and like I'm even getting more overwhelmed. She's like, it might be a sign that you're doing it the right way. And I was like, oh, so we tend to just be like, is this working? Is this not working? And it's just like, trust the process. It's gonna be fine.
Trust
it's
it.
just like being intentional about your day, your moment.
Yeah, that's all it is. How are you?
I am good. I'm same, right? Like compared to like last week, just like moving forward, finding the things, like how to work in certain things in the way that I want them to be, finding value in the way that I do things. Because I do know that I guess I'm realizing that I'm just like a very different. We're all different, but I'm saying like my processes tend to be very different from the people around me. Like I don't know if maybe it's like a psychological thing that I tend to stick around people who have very specific ways of doing things, and even similar ways of doing things. Right. And I'm just there feeling like a different, like, okay, I just I tend to
be free and flowy,
more and this and that. So I guess like right now what I'm really working on is like finding value in that, because in the past I used to feel like, oh no, I have to be that way, and I would like admire that so much from afar and be like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing that, I'm not that person. And now I'm like, well, I am this person, and it's fun also the way that I do it, and it works too, and I'm getting the results. And that's where I am.
Good for you.
That's where I am today.
Accepting the way you are. I love that you are finding value in how you are.
Thank you.
That's accepting who you are. That's beautiful. I love it so much.
Thank you. Okay, so we are
back with stories.
So we have one here, right?
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I hope this doesn't jinx my rock, paper, scissors.
I don't know. It worked last week.
We'll see. Am I in the wrong for pressing charges against my mom for stealing money from my dog's surgery fund?
Oh my gosh. Wait. I need to acknowledge that that's not a sentence that you hear all the time.
Not ever.
My mom pressing charges
against my mom
for stealing from my dog's surgery fund. That is fantastic. That should go in a book. I haven't read this, but I'm like, this is such a I think that's poetry.
Yes,
there you go.
I love
Let's keep going.
And by the way, PSA, I fucking love dogs.
Oh yes,
So I'm already biased.
She's a mommy of 2 doggies.
2 right now,
but she's been mom of 5 doggies.
6 doggies.
6 doggies.
Well, in my whole life, 7 doggies.
Oh,
I had 6 at once, like all at once.
Oh my gosh,
like a whole family, like
That's
mom, dad,
beautiful.
and 4 kids.
Mom, dad, and 4 kids.
Yeah, and then we gave away 2. Kept mom, dad, and 2 kids, and now we have the 2 kids left.
That's adorable. That's why I love her. Look at her. Like, oh.
Anyway, I'm biased already.
Yeah, she's gonna be like,
You're gonna
want to go first. I have a feeling you're gonna want to go first.
Okay, am I in the wrong here? My entire family is calling me selfish and greedy for doing this. This came to a head yesterday. This was 6 days ago, by the way. But some backstory. My mom decided to use my shared account, in parentheses, she has her own card, but it's my name on the account, with her to buy over $5,000 in products for Avon. Because I haven't heard about Avon in a while. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Because she believes it's going to change her life.
Is this reason?
This is a Latino household.
This has to be a Latino household.
If it's Avon, it has to be Latino. This is a Latino household, and for the longest time, I've given her access to my account because sometimes I help with bills and what have you. But I've been saving money because my dog needs a liver shunt surgery,
Oh, but
scans, and recovery meds. She took it upon herself to take the money and won't give it back. My entire family is calling me crazy for prioritizing my dog over my mom. This came to a head when I called the police about it. They said it's a civil issue, but my family hates me now. My little brother said I'm a huge asshole. If you've seen this, I posted about this the other day on another sub asking for advice, but I just need to know, am I in the wrong? And
okay,
for
let's
that,
go. Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres.
Not again. We're gonna do this
This
again.
happened 2 episodes
Months
ago. Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Oh, fuck. Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Wait, did she say how close she is to her mom?
No, there's
But
not that much information.
there's not much information. It just says, but if, so I'm going to assume that she kind of does have a quote unquote close relationship with her mom because her mom has a credit card
Access
from
to her account.
her account.
Mhm.
So it does sound like it's a mom that has some access to you, live close to you or something.
Yeah.
I do think you're in the wrong for going to the cops for this. I mean, wait.
Thank God you said that. Anyway, go.
Are we gonna be like not in the same page for the
No, we're
first
not
time?
for the first time.
For the
We're
first
not.
time, okay.
This
I'm
is about
like,
a dog.
I know, Almita. Listen. I'm not saying you're not to be really mad at your dog, at your mom. Dog, not mom, not doggy. The doggy is good.
Yes.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be really mad at your mom. I'm not saying you should find ways to make this work. I'm not saying your mom is not an irresponsible person and like very intrusive, and she's very in the wrong for taking money from your account when she shouldn't have. But I do think it's a little bit extreme to go to the police. I mean, again, just because I'm assuming that you're close to your mom, that you have some sort of relationship with her, like she has access, like she has a credit card linked to your account, it's really bad and wrong on her side. But like going to the cops, come on, there are other ways of dealing with this. And also, I mean, I know Avon is like
every mother and aunt sold Avon at one point.
I love this
Every
story because
Latina.
this story is just like very flavorful. I don't know how to say it. Like that's what comes to mind.
Yeah.
Again, Avon, from what I remember, it's like a company with like different levels. Like it's if she bought that much, is because I'm assuming she wants to sell it too, and like she wants to, and she made it sound like in the story like, oh, she thinks it's gonna change her life. I don't know if it's like the products are gonna change her life somehow,
could be either
or is it that she's right now investing in Avon so she can get money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like those, like they call it like pyramid schemes. I don't like. I feel like all of those are pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
But it might be that she's, you know, she really thinks, she really is trying, like she's in the wrong for not telling you. Whatever it is, to me, it doesn't sound like this is a woman who is always, I don't know, but like, I don't know. I would take it to the police if this is a woman who is like constantly coming into my house, taking my stuff. I don't have a relationship with her. She's like she's narcissistic. Like she's like, oh, like an actual, like if there's something that has happened before, has she stolen money from you? Like I can see how, because it's your dog and because your dog is also going through a very difficult diagnosis, I can see how for you this is very tricky, and it might have made you feel like I have to go to the cops for this. Again, if your mom is always stealing money from you, I understand that. But if this is like the first time, she was just very disrespectful, and you know, she did steal from you, but I don't know, it's your mom. Going to the cops, I would have seeking information about the law and how it works and how you can like get access to that. I 100% agree with that. But going to the cops, finding out if like you can like what press charge, like is she
press
gonna pay
charges? That's what she's doing. Give me my money
Almita,
back.
come on. Are you gonna press charges against your mom?
Jasmine, yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, it's extreme. I will say that. But I have dogs. I know how expensive it is to take them to the vet, especially surgeries. Surgeries are insane. If this poor lady has been saving money for this surgery, and then her mom takes not even like $100, $200, $5,000.
Yeah.
$5,000. Now you've been working hard to save for your
charges?
dog. Sue her ass. If she's tried over and over again to say, "Mommy, give me that money, please. I've been saving.
Okay.
This is for I am assuming this situation is like this, okay?
Oh, like she stole this money before, and now she's been asking her to get it back.
I don't think that she would just like go to the cops right away. I feel like there was probably some process to get there. I feel like she's given the mom the time to give her the money back, and the mom's like, "No, I'm not giving you the money back."
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling in this situation. If that's the case, I will call the cops, because we don't know her financial situation.
She couldn't even call the cops. She had to go to the cops. Like, she had to go, like, walk into that
and ask for help.
I don't know, and say,
ask for advice.
My mom, wait, because I need to say that sentence again, because I don't think I can say, like, I will ever say that sentence again.
No.
My mom stole money from my dad's surgery fund. I need to press charges. I am so sorry we're making fun of this, but it's really, it's poetry, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's so good.
Poetic.
It's so good. Listen, are you in the wrong in my opinion? No. Is it a little bit extreme? Maybe. I don't know what happened for you to get there, but I know I would do the same for my
I feel
dogs.
bad because I feel like this girl must be at home being like, these girls are like laughing at me. We're not laughing at you.
We're not laughing at you at all. At all.
We can only imagine how difficult this situation was, but it's like, it's a little bit like ridiculous. Like, Mom, what were you thinking? Like,
that's a lot of money to be taking. I'm sorry. That's without even saying anything for Avon. Not even for an emergency, for Avon.
Well, let's take that in then. Like, it's possible that her mom is not okay.
That's true. But it's also,
I don't know. I still feel that this is an issue that can be managed
without the cops. I agree.
In home.
I agree, but what if the mom is like, "No, I'm not giving you that money back."
Well, you cut ties. But pressing charges against her? Like, you cut ties,
but also
you put boundaries, you find, I don't know, I feel like suing your mom,
but also
for $5,000.
But we don't know.
That's what I'm saying. If this is a recurrent thing.
Her financial, what's the word I'm looking for her here?
Struggles?
Yeah, like situation? We don't know her current financial situation. What if she struggled for a while? What if she's working like all day, every single day?
I still wouldn't press charges.
Sue your mom.
Sue your mom. I wouldn't.
No,
okay.
I get it, but I don't think it's wrong for you to
I wouldn't sue my mom.
For advice. I don't know.
I think I would really like maybe not speak to her. Like, I would stop speaking to her because this is completely disrespectful until you pay me, or at least until I can see some acknowledgement from you. But I wouldn't sue. Again, I need to repeat it. Walking into the precinct and saying, I need to press charges against my mom because she...
Lovely story.
Very
lovely story. And you know what? Unfair. But you know what? At the same time, it's a Latino household. I know how they are with dogs. They don't... She wrote that? She wrote, this is a Latino household? Yeah, she did. And I know how they are with dogs. I know they're not like, oh, a dog is a dog. But for our generation, I'm assuming you're around our age, a dog is a child.
Right. Not for the generation before us. It was like the pet. Like the pet in the house. Yeah.
For our generation, that's literally, people are like calling their dogs my children. Last week was Mother's Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say Happy Mother's Day to myself.
You did?
Yeah, I always do.
I'm so sorry, I forgot to say.
I know.
I forgot to say Happy Mother's Day, Almita.
Thank you.
I know how much that means to you.
Thank you, because I am a mom.
I have to say, though, the things that I've seen this girl do for her dogs, the schedule she has, because
I don't live with my dogs.
yeah, she doesn't live, like, she had to move out, and like her dogs live with her parents. And like you would think like, oh my gosh, she abandoned her dogs. I don't think her dogs feel abandoned at all. Like, her dogs see her every single day. She makes sure to have like an hour or two. She will prioritize going to her parents' house, like walking them, spending time, quality time
giving them
with her
love
dogs,
and attention.
yeah, over other
Seeing people.
things. Yeah, seeing people. Like, I've seen her in situations where like you don't necessarily give the explanation completely as to what you need to do, but I know what you have to do.
You know we know my priorities.
I know, and
It's
she'll
my
be like,
dog.
"Oh, I can't," and I'm like, "I know why she can't, and I know other people wouldn't get it. I know people wouldn't, like, if she says out loud right now that the reason why she can't do this specific thing is because she has to like take care of her dog. People will be like, what?
I'm sure there are people that are gonna think I'm crazy right now, but the thing is, there's a story as to why I'm attached to my dog so much. These two babies, they were born in my house. Like, Zuli, the dog that
Yeah.
passed away, their mom gave birth to them in my home, and she stopped breastfeeding them. So I had to bottle feed my dogs like they're my babies since
You're
they
a
were like a
mom.
month old. They would cry every 2 hours. I would have to get
You
up.
are a mom.
I am not comparing myself to a mother who has a human child. I will never compare myself, but
Okay.
I've had responsibilities with my dogs, and you get emotionally attached. They become a part of your family. And for in this case, I saw them being born, and from the moment they were born, they were my babies.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen you this years take care of them in a way that I just like, I'm in awe. For real.
Yes.
For real. So happy Mother's Day.
Thank
Delayed.
you.
Belated.
But anyway, I feel strongly about it. Do I agree that it's a little bit extreme? Yes. Okay.
I think it was extreme. I think, let's not say, okay, let's change it a little bit for you. We don't think you're in the wrong. We think you're a little bit extreme pressing charges.
But
also, girl, like,
I get it.
Wouldn't that mean like spending more money when you have
Lawyers and
to
stuff.
press charges? Don't you have to like
pay for
that? So it's like, I think there are other ways of dealing with this because it's your mom.
But you're not in the wrong.
But you're not in the wrong.
Okay. Second story.
I love that. I think
that was a great one.
We're gonna remember that one forever.
Ever.
And if you're like suffering from this, because we don't know, we're like really, also people remember, we read these stories and we don't know the tone in which some of these people are writing this. She can be in this like distraught, and we are here like laughing. We're so sorry. It's just like we're obviously reading it in a certain way and we find it funny, but if this is like really stressful and anxious, like very anxious for you,
we are sorry.
We're sorry
that you're going through that.
Am I in the wrong if I throw away someone's remains if no one in his family wants his ashes? Wow.
Let's see.
Long story short, roommate and I shared an apartment from 2018 to 2022. She was separated from her husband when he died in 2021. He was cremated. Ashes were mailed to her. She kept him in a box in a closet in the laundry room. 2022, she bought an RV and moved to Brenham to be near her daughter and grandchildren. She asked me to hold on to the ashes and a few other things. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what is that? How do you tell somebody, keep my ashes?
Yeah.
She asked me to hold on to the ashes and a few other things, pigs, clothing, and I agreed. She couldn't be near the ashes. They set her on edge and just rattled her. She had a falling out over money, more than $5,000.
$5,000 for both people in this story today.
There's something about $5,000. Should we play
the lottery?
The lottery with like number 5?
Yeah.
Wait, this is May 5. Like May is month 5.
5.
Wow. Okay. She had a falling out over money, more than $5,000. I haven't heard from her since September 2024. I know she has some serious health issues she's dealing with. I really don't want to talk to her, so my feelings aren't hurt. I reached out to his son, Dom Jr. I'm sorry, but her fiance's name is Dom.
Dumb.
A real estate agent in February 2025. About his father's ashes on Messenger. He responded, but has made no effort to retrieve the ashes either. Did I mention she also basically walked from her youngest son that she left living in an RV in my backyard? What was supposed to be a short term favor has turned into 3 years of her 40 something schizophrenic bipolar with audio
Oh,
hallucinations living on my 6 acres. So these are older people.
yeah.
I would give him the ashes, but I don't think he would handle it very well at all, and I don't know what kind of episode it could trigger. He took the death badly, as his whole world, as he knew, ended. He's never lived on his own, and he's not doing a very good job at it. I threatened in February if no one made arrangements to come get these ashes, I'm putting them in a dumpster. Am I in the wrong if I do?
Okay.
This story sent
These
me
stories,
to so many places, and I'm like, these are some kind of problems.
yeah. So let me get the facts straight.
Straight, yeah.
This lady's husband passed away.
Passed away.
She got the ashes, and then she moved away. And she said, "Take care of the ashes while I'm away." It's been a long time since that happened. They have not spoken. She contacted the son, and he didn't really say anything about it. And she doesn't want to give him the ashes because she feels like he will not.
The other son.
The
Because
other
I
son,
am
the one that lives
realizing
on.
that there are two sons.
Okay, that's
the
why I
one that
got
is a real
confused.
estate agent, Dom Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
and the one that has schizophrenia in hallucinations and lives in her backyard, from what I'm
Because the mom
understanding,
left him there.
because the mom left him
Abandoned
there.
him
So
there.
I'm
Mhm.
assuming this is like a 60-year-old person. Okay, her question is, am I in the wrong if I put it in a dumpster?
Okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera. Un, dos, tres. Okay, I'm going first. You're not. Wait. Let me take that back.
Maybe you're not allowed.
You're very right. Because you're handling somebody's remains who, I don't know if you're legally, because I understand that you have like a legal right to somebody's remains or not. I might be wrong.
I think you do.
Okay.
I think you do.
Okay, I'm gonna take that back. Sorry, I'm gonna start over. I think you're in the wrong if you put it in a dumpster.
Right.
Is there somewhere else that you can like send them to? Like, can you give it, like, can you make this problem somebody else's? Like, can you, I know this sounds like crazy, but like, can you drive to this person's office? Because I can imagine that the real estate agent has an office, and like just be like, here,
Yeah.
there you go. Or can you go to the city for this? I can imagine there must be some sort of like organization or something that handles like John Doe's and Jane Doe's remains, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of like a Jane Doe, John Doe situation, because
Yeah.
nobody will answer for this remains. So there must be some sort of like organization, like government office that will be able to handle this for you, and then you won't be like putting somebody, I mean, it doesn't sound like nobody really cares about them right now.
Yeah.
Right? So in that human part of things, I don't think you're in the wrong for thinking of putting them in a dumpster if like these are not, you have no ties to this person, but it's still a person that lived and breathed, and there is history there. There must be grandchildren that could appear in a few years wanting to know where those remains are. I don't know, like in the human side of things, nobody's being really human about your feelings and your inconvenience right now. But I would say just like try to find out first what else could you do if you end up, what if you were to find remains of somebody in the street? I'm pretty sure there is a place you can just take that to. So I would do that first. I would make it somebody else's problem before I just put it in the garbage.
Yeah.
That's my take.
So
Wow.
you are saying that she's in the wrong.
That she's in the wrong for wanting to put it
For
in a
what?
dumpster.
Okay,
Yes.
I have a question that I really don't fully understand. This woman that left, they have no contact, and why?
I just think this is like like a person
Who
who
has
might have
like mental health
problems
issues?
because she's like she moved to this place that I don't know, bring him. Um, yeah, like
And she just
I know
disappeared
she has
from.
some serious health issues she's dealing with. I really don't want to talk to her. Like, so my feelings aren't hurt. Like, I don't know if she's
So
like
she's choosing not to talk to this woman.
I don't think she has a way to.
This is weird. This is a
Oh, they
weird.
had a falling out. Like the whole money situation. I thought it was the woman with other people. No, it was the two of them. They had a falling out over the $5,000.
And she still left her with the ashes? I guess maybe that happened
This
after
is
she left her with the ashes. This is
messy.
so weird.
This is messy
Okay, so
and
this whole
complicated.
$5,000 thing happened after she left, I'm assuming. Or else I don't know why she would have accepted keeping the ashes.
Yeah, I'm guessing like because she left the ashes with her in 2022.
Right.
And then they had a falling out about the money. And then she said, I haven't heard from her since September 2024. I'm guessing in those 2 years, they still kept contact. She still kept things from her husband and like her late husband and all that. And then maybe she asked her for money. Nothing happened. There
Right.
was a problem. She
Okay.
took off. And within that taking off, she left her 40-year-old son in the backyard in the RV.
Okay.
Yeah, there is
Okay.
like many things happening in the timeline. But from what we just know, they just are not talking to each other right now. She's left with the ashes, so she doesn't know what to do.
Okay. So again, sorry, you said you're in the wrong for.
Putting them in a dumpster.
Okay, so I have to go. You're not. This is a very complicated story, but I don't think you're in the wrong for wanting to dispose of this.
No. Yeah, no.
These ashes, because this person was nothing to you. You held it on as a favor, and now you're stuck with it. And if there's no one that's willing to take these ashes, why would you keep them in your house? I do agree that it's not right to just throw them in the dumpster. I mean, I would spread them over some flowers or in the ocean or something. I don't know.
In a place.
In a more meaningful place than just throwing the ashes in the garbage. I mean, he was a person at some point, and I think that's not okay that you would throw him in a dumpster. But I don't think that you're in the wrong for wanting to dispose of his ashes if you're given this responsibility and now it's like, oh, keep it, worry about it. And if you had a falling out with this woman, you're not in contact with her.
And this person is not really trying.
Not trying. The son, the Dom Jr. was not trying either because he didn't really make an effort to say, oh yeah, I will pick it up, or yeah, let's meet. And then you have the other son in the back in the RV who has schizophrenia and all of these other mental health issues, who obviously, I agree, I don't think he would take proper care of the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you're in the wrong for wanting to dispose of the ashes. I just think that you could do it in a better way.
In a better way.
This is such a complicated and messy situation.
Yeah. Like you said, like it can be like a meaningful, like a plant or something.
Yeah.
And then just whoever comes around to say something, you can just be. I still think there could be problems either way. Like if these are people who have this type of issues and like unstable situations, I can 100% see her coming up to you in the future being again like, where are my ashes, making a problem out of it. And that's why I'm a little bit worried about the legal part of
right.
things.
Well, that's a good point.
That's why I was like, is there a organization, something where you can keep some sort of record that this is
Right.
happening, that nobody is coming to retrieve this, and but you're trying? Because if not, I don't know why, to me it just feels so fishy, and like it feels like if you already had a problem about money, I can 100% see this woman coming back again in a few years being like, where are my husband's remains? And I don't know, maybe I'm super off and this wouldn't be an actual legal
Who
problem, but I
knows?
do, in my head I'm like, I would just, because it's a person's remain, I would just do everything on my hands to make this legal and have some sort of record
Yeah.
of it
Yeah, that's a good point.
with the city, with the government,
Yeah.
with somebody, with a lawyer. Like these
Yeah.
are, again, because like, I don't know, maybe I'm off, but like to me it's like, it aren't like, it's I mean, it's cremated and it's ashes, but that's like, that was somebody's body
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the legal implications around it, so
around it.
I don't know how that works, but
Maybe find, yeah, like
yeah,
that,
find
that's the
information.
advice,
Yeah.
like find out,
Yeah.
research really well, what does that mean for you
Yeah.
if you were to.
And if it's okay, then and nobody else seems to make an effort to pick up these ashes, then I would suggest you spread them somewhere nice,
Yeah,
just for the respect of that person who's passed
yeah,
away. But yeah, yeah,
very interesting stories
yeah. Today,
today.
very, very
Very
different.
different,
Yeah, very different.
very
Yeah,
different, because we see a lot of wedding
yeah.
stories, like a
Family
lot of stuff
drama and
happens
stuff.
in
Yeah,
weddings,
weddings,
divorces, and what else do we see a
cheating and
lot?
stuff.
Cheating. But these are very two specific things, and like has a
Yeah,
lot to do with how things happened and the timeline of the
and so
events
much backstory that we are not
aware
really.
of.
Yeah, but yeah. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you
to
for
the fifth episode
coming.
of Souls
It's me.
Meets.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.